Savitri, Book 1, The Book of Beginnings, Canto 5, The Yoga of the King, The Yoga of the Spirit's Freedom and Greatness. Absolved from aberrations in deep ways, the ends she recovered for which she was made. He turned against the evil she had helped, her engined wrath, her invisible means to slay, her dangerous moods and arbitrary force. She surrendered to the service of the soul and the control of a spiritual will. A greater despot tamed her despotism, assailed, surprised in a fortress of herself, conquered by her own unexpected king, fulfilled and ransomed by her servitude, shielded in a vanquished ecstasy, her sealed hieratic wisdom forced up from her, fragments of the mystery of omnipotence. A border sovereign is the occult force, a threshold guardian of the unseen beyond. She has canalized the outbreaks of the gods and cut through the stars of intuitive sight a long road of shimmering discoveries. The worlds of a marvelous unknown were near. Behind her, an ineffable presence stood. Her reign received their mystic influences. Their lion forces crouched beneath her feet. The future slips unknown behind their doors. Abysms infernal gaped round the soul's steps and called to us mounting vision bricks divine. An endless climb, an adventure of the idea. They are tirelessly tempted the explorer mind, and countless voices visited the charmed ear. A million figures passed and were seen no more. There was a forefront of God's thousandfold house, beginnings of the half-screened invisible, a magic porch of entry glimmering, quivered in a penumbra of screened light, a court of the mystical traffic of the worlds, a balcony and miraculous facade, and above her, lightened high immensities. All the unknown looked out from boundlessness. It lodged upon an edge of hourless time, gazing out of some everlasting no now, its shadows gleaming with the birth of gods, its bodies signaling the bodiless, its foreheads glowing with the oversoul, its forms projected from the unknowable, its eyes dreaming of the ineffable, its faces staring into eternity. Life in him learned its hue subconscient rear, the little fronts unlocked to the unseen vast. Her gulfs stood nude, her far transcendences framed in transparencies of crowded light. A giant order was discovered here, of which the taxi and tassel and extended fringe are the scant stuff of our material lives. This overt universe whose figures hide the secrets merged in superconscient light wrote clear the letters of its glowing code, a map of subtle science surpassing thought was hung upon a wall of inmost mind, illumining the world's concrete images into significant symbols by its gloss. It offered to the intuitive exegete its reflex of the eternal mystery, ascending and descending twixt life's poles. The serried kingdoms of the graded law plunged from the everlasting into time, then glad of the glory of multitudinous mind and rich with life's adventure and delight, and packed with the beauty of matter, shapes, and hues, climbed back from time into its undying self, up a golden ladder carrying the soul, tying with diamond threads the spirit's extremes in this drop from consciousness to consciousness. Each leaned on the occult inconscient's power, the fountain of its needed ignorance, artisan of the limits by which it lives. In this soul from consciousness to consciousness, each lifted tops to that from which it came, origin of all that it had ever been, and home of all that it could still become, an organ scale of the eternal's acts, mounting to their climax in an endless calm, paces of the many visaged, wonderful, predestined stadia of the evolving way, measures of the stature of the growing soul, the interpreted existence to itself, and mediating twixt the heights and deeps, united the wheeled married opposites, and linked creation to the ineffable. A last high world was seen where all worlds meet. In its summit gleam where night is not nor sleep, the light began of the Trinity Supreme. All there discovered what it seeks for here. It's freed the finite into boundlessness and rose into its own eternities. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arvindaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arvindaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arvindaya.